I don't like this view on YouTube Live. Okay. I'm trying to get it together myself. I'm trying to get it together myself. I think the camera is over here, but I keep looking up there. So, what's up, new subscriber? So I figured I would just hop on real fast and go live before I head to bed. I had plans on doing a bunch of other stuff, but well, that didn't happen. So earlier, hey, earlier my friend taught me how to use YouTube Live and said I should be YouTube living. So here I am YouTube living, and after she left, I was tired, so I laid in the bed, and the crazy part about that is I just woke up. Oh my God. And so I realized even earlier, I really hadn't eaten much. So I was like super hungry. And I was like, what could I make? Hey, Michelle. Hey, Puddin'. I'm just waking up from earlier. Michelle called me and was like, I thought you said you wanted to go out. And I was like, I did. But then I was like, I'm tired. And I'm just literally waking up. So what I decided to do was come clean the kitchen, because the kitchen is a mess from all the videos we shot earlier. And then, yeah, I'm tired. I know, right? I'm tired. Kitchen was a mess from all the videos we shot earlier. So I came down, but I was like, I'm hungry. So for those of you who don't know, I have a sleeve, not on my arm, but in my stomach. So you might have noticed, for those who've been following me, you might have noticed some weight loss. There's been some. You still full from earlier? Okay, good, because y'all ate. I didn't really eat, because I'm like, I woke up like, I'm hungry. So I actually went and I got a sleeve. So the procedure is it's weight loss surgery. What's that? It's weight loss surgery, and it's called a vertical sleeve gastrectomy. Vertical sleeve gastrectomy, VSG. That's what it's called. So what I did, I don't know what these options are. Oh, they have filters and stuff too. Oh gosh. Share. Okay. So what I did was I got the vertical sleeve gastrectomy. So they basically cut out like 80% of your stomach. So I went from being like a normal stomach to now my stomach is the size of a banana. Okay. So I get really full, really, really fast. And I'm supposed to eat things that are high protein. Why didn't you just try and lose the weight with your diet and exercise? You cook so well. It's a good question. Really good question. And I've answered that before, like on my Periscope channel, but I'll answer it here. So for me, hey, no nonsense. What's up? So for me, the surgery was about making a choice basically for my future. So my highest weight when I had my surgery on March 15th, I was 393 pounds, right? So 393 pounds. I could have worked to lose the weight, but without the extra added tool of what the sleeve does for, how full you feel, the probability of me gaining the weight back, especially with my pattern. I mean, let's just be honest. A lot of people have yo-yoed. So if you've ever dealt with like weight issues or weight loss issues, you've yo-yoed. You've been up, you've been down, you've been up, you've been down, and it's like a constant ongoing battle. And the tool is available. There's a tool that's out there, right? There is an instrument that could help you not just lose the weight but keep the weight off if it's done right. So why not do it? You know what I mean? So for me, it was like, well, oh, congratulations, Candace, you have this leave on March 1st. That's dope. So for me, it was like, if this tool is available and affordable, why not go do it? Why not use it? You know what I'm saying? Like, why not just go out there and like make it happen? So I did the research, and then I did the research because you gotta do your own research. Doctors are good, but you gotta do your own research. So I did my research, and then I actually ended up calling the doctor's office, and they scheduled me to come out. I talked with the surgeon, and it was like after we had the conversation, it was like, you know what, this is a tool that's available. Why not use it? You know, if there's a tool that helps you save money, why not use it? If there's a tool that helps you live a better life, why not use it? If there's a tool that helps you, achieve your dreams, why not use it? So for me, and again, I think for me, I was also ignorant to what this whole thing was. Like, I didn't know what it was. You see what I'm saying? Like, I was ignorant to what a vertical sleeve gastrectomy was, and I was actually adamantly like against it until I started doing my own research. So that's the reason why I decided to do it. It's not that it was affordable, but the longer you carry this weight, like I'm 36 years old, so the longer I carry this weight going into my 40s, the science is there, like the facts are there. Like, I'm going to develop high blood pressure. I'm going to develop, heart disease. I'm going to develop, what they call all these comorbidities. I'm going to become pre-diabetic. So let's get this under control now. And if this tool helps you do that, then let's go for it, So that was my biggest situation, my biggest desire to do it. A lot of people think it's the easy way out, and I thought so too. Initially, I was like, oh, this is the easy way out. But the truth is, you can actually gain weight back. You can stretch your stomach back, and you still have to do things that normal people who don't have this tool do. You still have to exercise. You still have to diet. Like, you can't just sit around and eat ice cream all day and think you're gonna lose weight. So, I mean, your body still absorbs calories the exact same way, right? And your body still absorbs fat and all the, converts sugars into carbs and all that stuff the exact same way. So you got to be careful. So that's why I did it. So I'm having mashed potatoes and sauteed shrimp, okay? The recovery sounds painful. Actually, there's no pain. I'll be very honest with you. And I'm a wimp when it comes to, like, I'm full now. I just felt it. Like, that last bite, I was like, okay, I'm full. And this was 5 shrimp, and like, it was 5 shrimp and a half a cup, maybe, of mashed potatoes, if that much. But water, and this much water. So I've been drinking the water. Actually, there's no pain at all. The only pain you feel, now I'll be very honest with you, I'm a wimp. I never had surgery before. I've never been to a hospital before. I go for like blood tests and blood work and like checkups and, the dentist, I go for that stuff, and I'm a trooper, for that. But I've never been to a hospital before. And the thing about it is, like, women go all the time. You get pregnant, you have a baby. You're used to being hooked up to machines and monitors and ultrasounds, and none of that stuff scares you, right? Because you're used to doing it. For me, I've never done it before, so I've been like a wimp, trying to learn how to do it and be a champion with it, whatever. I don't know what Holy Ghost I pray to, Doc. I don't know what Jesus I prayed to, but that thing comforted me, because I got to tell you, I was very, very, very nervous, right? And you're alone. When they roll you back there, that's it. You by yourself, you and the Lord, and the anesthesiologist, you ain't really nobody, you ain't nobody else, you can't really call out, to nobody else. So I did that, and even the pre stuff wasn't painful. So you get a couple of shots beforehand to help you with like dizziness, to help you with like B12 or whatever. I didn't feel any of that. They give you this one medicine though called Versed. Oof. I need to figure out where they sell it at. That Versed, doc, it make you feel amazing. She was like, oh, you're gonna feel like you had a couple of drinks. I was like, yes, I feel it. I was like, okay, let's go, you know. So the only pain I felt was the discomfort after I got done with surgery, because in order for them to do the surgery, they do it what's called laparoscopically. So they don't really cut you open, they just put holes in your stomach. And in order to put holes in your stomach, they have to pump you full of gas, like this oxygen gas, CO2. And so when they're done, unfortunately, they don't like squeeze it out. They leave it in there, like some stays in there. Well, that gas is trapped inside your abdomen, and you can't really like pass gas normally, because that gas is not, you know, when you pass gas normally, it's inside your intestines. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where the gas, it's inside your intestine. You could pass that, you know, you could poop with no problem. This gas is not in your intestine. So the only way to get rid of the gas is it has to get absorbed by like your tissue, and then like you have to walk. That's the only way to get rid of the gas. That was painful. I noticed you're drinking while eating. It's not encouraged because the water will fill you. It's up to you. Like this, one thing I've learned about this journey is everybody's different, right? The symptoms I have, somebody else doesn't have. The things that affect me may not affect somebody else, and vice versa. It's not a one and all. I mean, there are a lot of commonalities, and there are people who eat and drink all the time with no problems whatsoever, right? So, I mean, you be the judge. If you get full fast because you ate and you drank, then don't do it, right? So, but for me, it was okay. I do take a vitamin supplement. I take a bariatric vitamin every day, and you will take a supplement for the rest of your life, because you cannot eat enough to absorb all of the nutrients and vitamins. So they put you on a chewable supplement that you take pretty much every day. It tastes like sweet tart. It tastes like sweet tart. The supplement is good. It tastes like a piece of candy, if you ask me. So I do that. But yeah, that's the only discomfort I had. They even gave me hydrocodone, which is like the good stuff. I have a bottle of it. I still have a bottle upstairs. Hydrocodone is what you take when you really want to like numb everything. And I used it once because I'm a stomach sleeper, and my stomach was very sore. So I wanted to sleep on my stomach, but that was it. I haven't taken it since then. That was the only pain I've ever had. Can it be removed? No, it's permanent. It's permanent. And this is it's a hold on, let me see if I can get it. This is it's a chewable. It's by Bariatric Vitamin. So it's a chewable vitamin, and it looks like candy. Well, kinda. It looks like candy. So are bariatric vitamins different for regular vitamins? I think so, because the dietitian told me that she wants me to take these and not my other multivitamins that I was taking, like the one-a-days. So she wants me to take these. So I'm just doing what she says. How much have I lost? I've lost just like 40 pounds. I'm yo-yoing right now, simply because I was in like a stall. We call it it's not really a stall, but we call it a stall. So like, you know, you don't just gradually lose weight every single day. Like, you know, every week you lose. Some weeks you might gain weight, and then some weeks, you know, you might lose. And the thing about it is, it's not necessarily anything that has to do with like you eating. You could eat the same number of calories and you could still gain weight. It could be water weight. It could just be, you know, physiological changes, whatever. So I don't really like look at the scale, and that's why you're not supposed to weigh yourself every day, because the shit changes all the time. You know what I mean? So I'm down like 40 pounds. is pretty much where it's at. But like everything's loose and stuff. So like these shirts are all loose. My sister had VHD 2 years ago, and she still has 40 more pounds to lose. Oh, for the cosmetic surgery. Okay, am I worried about loose skin? So here's the deal with loose skin. Loose skin depends on your DNA and your age, right? So I'm 36, so I'm still really young. Well, I guess that's not really young. But I'm young, and my BMI was 47, I think it was, 47, 48. So my BMI, like they say, like if your BMI is like 50 and above, you should worry about like loose skin. And then if you're older, so I'm sure I'm gonna have some loose skin. I'm almost certain. But the doctor told me people live with loose skin with no problem. So it's a personal preference. So it's just it depends on how much you want to do, right? So obviously, if I'm gonna go become a stripper, I should probably go get the loose skin cut off. You know what I mean? But you could live totally fine wearing a t-shirt and not really have a problem with loose skin. Plus, the non-scale victories are so much more greater than loose skin. So if you think about it, like being able to cross your legs, being on an airplane and not having to use a seatbelt extension, being able to walk up the stairs and not be out of breath, being able to go shopping at a regular clothing store, and you've been big and tall your whole life, right? So those types of things. But what about sex? What about sex? I still have sex. And to be quite honest, loose skin is not a worry about sex. I mean, if you look in the mirror, I'm sure there are some people watching me who have bigger fish to fry than loose skin. Okay? I'm sure there are bigger fish to fry than loose skin. So there's no problem with sex. Yeah, it's those some of some of the non-scale victories. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to leave the extension belt and out of breath day. Yeah, and I think having the surgery does that. I mean, just being able to. I mean, if you look at a before and after photo, you know what I'm saying? You just go, yikes. You just go, oh my gosh. So I mean, you're pretty much satisfied with just that. Do you have any issues getting in your proteins and liquids? Yeah, of course. Yeah. I'm like everybody else that has the surgery. I don't get all my liquids in every day. You're supposed to drink a certain number of, amount of water per day. It just doesn't happen because you're just not that thirsty. And I don't get all my protein in every day. Some days you eat like a pig. I'm not going to lie. The other day I had Popeyes. Now, you have to understand when I say I had Popeyes, it ain't like I ate, 5 pieces, 2 biscuits, 2 sides, and a large drink. I had 2 chicken wings and a small mashed potato. You know what I mean? Like, and when I got done with that second chicken wing, I was like I was full up to here. So some days you eat, worse than other days. I mean, it's still, it's a process. It's just not. You don't just change one day and it's over. So depending upon your dietitian, they'll tell you how much they want you to eat in terms of protein, how much water. What have you found that you cannot eat anymore? Nothing. Nothing. Everything I used to be able to eat, I can still eat, just a lot less. At this stage, I'm like in my 7th week. I was full, but I had one more shrimp left. Thank you. At this stage, I'm in like my 7th week. Well, I had it March 15th, so whatever this is. And after week like 5, you can really like go for it. Because everything's healed, you don't have that difficulty swallowing anymore. That pain when food moves through your stomach, you don't feel that anymore. All that's gone. So you can really you can eat whatever you want to eat. I still haven't had pasta. I still haven't had bread. I haven't had pasta. I haven't had bread. And I haven't had pasta, bread. I had rice. I had like 2 spoonfuls of rice. But my caloric intake for the day is like it's crap, man. Like I think even with eating this, I'm probably only at like 1,100 calories today, and it's probably less than that because did I even have a full breakfast? What did I have for breakfast? I think I had like leftovers, but it was like a spoonful. That's why I'm so hungry. I was so hungry now because I really hadn't eaten pretty much all day. It's bad. Like if my dietitian would kill me. Like my dietitian would literally kill me if she found out like how I've been eating today. Starches don't cause issues. It's just that it's carbohydrates. So the order in which you should eat is you should eat protein first, vegetables second, and then carbohydrates third. And as you can see, by the time you're done with protein, by the time you're done with vegetables, you know, so it's the way we should be eating anyway, to be quite honest with you, right? So it's more like, you know, ketogenic eating. It's more like that, low carb, high protein, low carb, high fat, that kind of thing. Like they would prefer you eat like that. And when I say high fat, I mean, you know, not saturated fats. You know what I mean? Like no fried foods and, you know, shit like that. But how long was the process? Well, I paid, when you pay out your pocket, you blank and it's done. So thirsty. So thirsty. I called and talked to them on March 12th. Surgery date was February 12th. My surgery was this is Dasani drops. Dasani pink lemonade drops. So it's water, sugar-free, you know, flavor, whatever. I talked to them initially February 12th. My surgery was March 15th. So 1 month and 3 days. That was it. So it was very, very quick. I do have insurance, but because I'm an entrepreneur, I have the insurance that really only cover you when you got to go to the emergency room. You know, other than that, you pay the co-insurance, which is quite hefty, but it is what it is. So I couldn't use insurance. I'm from Chicago. I lived a couple of years in New York. I lived 4 years in New York. Well, in New Jersey, Jersey City, New York City, 4 years. But that was like 2 years ago. Anyway, so I paid for it with cash. So I paid it out of my pocket. So I paid for like the surgery center, the anesthesiologist, the surgeon, the blood work, the blood tests, the x-rays, everything I paid out of pocket. So I paid using my own money. We just thank God I had it, okay, to pay. You know? Best money I've ever spent, you know. Best money I've ever spent. You know what I mean? So what's the use of having money if you ain't gonna make it work for you? Or what's the use of having money if, you know, are you tracking your journey? Pick some videos to look back. Actually, I haven't stopped shooting YouTube videos. So if you look at my YouTube videos and you look at the videos from the last month and a half, you'll see the change. So if you look at videos from February and you look at videos that were just posted like this week or today or whatever, I posted a video earlier today. If you look at those videos, you can definitely see a huge change. So in my face alone, my clothes are bigger. Yeah, you can see it. So I haven't really been like taking pictures or whatever, but at the same time, it's like I haven't stopped shooting videos. So I always have like that video footage. And I have like one white with blue striped shirt that I had on. And it was so tight. And then I shot it again and it was so loose. So you can see those videos. How often do I eat? Whenever I get hungry. The funny thing is, okay, now I'm really full. The funny thing is, with the sleeve, so your stomach normally produces a chemical called ghrelin. okay? And ghrelin is the chemical that tells your brain, hey brain, I'm hungry, feed me. Well, when they take the sleeve, the part of the stomach that's removed is the part that produces the ghrelin. So no ghrelin, decreased, brain function that says I'm hungry. So to be quite honest with you, I literally can go, like I can wake up in the morning and it could be 12 o'clock. I can get up at 8. It could be like 12, 1 o'clock before I'm like, let me find something to eat. Because you don't really feel hungry, right? These days, hunger can be like mental. But like in this case, so to give you a perfect example, I've been spooning all day. A spoonful here, a spoonful there. For breakfast, I had a spoonful of this. Something I had warmed up out of the refrigerator, like some rice or something I had, warmed up, right? Then when I had cooked that food earlier, the fried oxtails, I had like an oxtail and a half. You know what I'm saying? So I ate that. Then we had made these. Like blueberry trifles. I ate a couple of spoons. So I've been like eating a spoonful of this, a spoonful of that. I have not even eaten like a real full meal today. You know what I mean? Which is bad. Please don't judge me. So naturally, I took a nap, and now when I woke up from my nap, I'm like, okay, I'm getting kind of hungry. So that's when I came down here and I picked up how many shrimp? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sauteed shrimp, and at this point, about 3/4 of a cup of mashed potatoes. And I'm gonna finish this water before I go to. Have you had any issue? I don't know what sliming is. What's that? You got to give me some. I don't know what that is. Do you meal prep? No, you can't meal prep. Because with meal prep, you won't eat. Right? So some days you can eat more than others. Like some days I eat like a pig. Other days I eat like a bird, right? So that's the reason why they give you your vitamins, right? So these vitamins give me, let's see, they give me vitamin A, 200%, vitamin C, 150%, vitamin D, 750%, vitamin E, 500% of what you need on a daily basis. Yeah, you got to exercise. Exactly. Thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, vitamin B, 200%. So there's no way, like, you just can't eat anymore. Like you used to be able to eat, and you don't have the sensation to be able to eat. So like I had the vertical sleeve gastrectomy, which is different from the gastric bypass. Okay. So there's really 4 main surgeries that they do, or 4 main procedures. They don't really do the balloon anymore, and they're not really doing the lap band as much. So they're doing vertical sleeve gastrectomy, and I think they're still doing like Roux-en-Y, which is like the gastric bypass, where they like reroute your organs and take your stomach around and connect your stomach is out of the way. And connects to your intestines and all that. They're still doing that. And the one I had was all of my organs are still intact. They just cut away my stomach. So my stomach is literally the size of a banana, as you can see by what I was able to eat, right? And now that I'm full. So that's the procedure I had, which is, obviously a lot different than the gastric bypass. So you just don't get basically having to spit after eating too much of the wrong stuff. No, I didn't have that. No. How did you deal with the pre-op liquid diet? I didn't have a pre-op liquid diet. I never had the pre-op liquid diet. In order to do pre-op liquid diet, they make you do that because okay, hold on. How do I stop like these questions? I don't know how to stop the questions. Hold on. Oh, okay. I can go back and look at them. Okay. So the pre-op liquid diet, you do it because if you're 50, like if your BMI is 50 or more, you do a pre-op liquid diet because your liver is fatty. Your liver sits underneath your stomach, and they're afraid that if you have a fatty liver, then it could be damaged when they do your the procedure. So my BMI was 40. I think it was either 47 or 48. So I wasn't quite at 50. So I didn't really have anything to worry about. So I didn't have to do a pre-op liquid diet. As a matter of fact, he was like, eat whatever you want, pig out because it's going to be the last time you do. And I pigged out. Okay, so what makes me eat to the point where, what did he say? He says, what makes you eat to the point where you're out of control? I mean, it's my job. It's what I do. I'm a chef. I own a restaurant in Atlanta. I'm working on opening a restaurant in Chicago. I'm a food blogger. I create recipes. It's just what I do. It's just a part of my life. And I like food. I like food. I like to feel full, if that makes sense. And for some people, they don't really understand that. But I like to eat to the point where I feel full, right? So I can snack to the point where I feel full. My restaurant is called Greens and Gravy here in Atlanta. It's called Greens and Gravy. I like eating to the point where I feel full. So for me, I'd have to stop that, number one, and, without having a tool to help you do that, it became problematic. So that's why I did it. All right. Dehydration. No, I drink tea and stuff all the time. I drink tea, I drink water, so I drink food. Thank you. Only people who have been through this and people who have a food addiction understand, right? So a lot of time people normally they'll eat to cope with stuff, right? Or they'll eat to cope with the pain, or instead of facing reality, they'll eat, right? That was never really my issue. My issue wasn't eating to cope with stuff. My issue was I'm a foodie, so I like textures and flavors and crunch and pop and spice and this and that. I like that, number one. And then number two, I like that sensation of ooh, I feel full. So I wouldn't really pig out to the point where I'm eating all the time, but it was a problem. You know what I mean? Let's just be honest, right? It was a big ass problem, and one of the tools to help me deal with that problem is have the sleeve. I've been home several times. I was just in Chicago last week looking at a restaurant in Chicago, and I love Chicago food. Will always love Chicago food, but you have to modify. So I went to White Castle, and I had two Impossible Burgers from White Castle on Cicero, right? One time I went home after the surgery not too long ago, and I'm in Chicago every 2 weeks. I went home to Chicago, and I got an Italian beef, but I got half the size of the beef in a cup with no bread, right? So I put the cheese and the meat into a bowl and ate that with no bread. I still go to one of my favorite restaurants is on Randolph and Halsted called Jubilee Juice. I still go to Jubilee Juice, but when I go to Jubilee Juice, I just get a smoothie and that's it. You see what I'm saying? When I used to go to Jubilee Juice, I get a turkey burger, waffle fries, a cookie, and a large smoothie. Okay? Now, I can't do any of that. So I can still enjoy it. I can still eat a slice of pizza, but I'm probably not going to eat the bread, and I'm probably going to take off the top of the pizza and eat 2 slices and be full. So you can still, come on, Jubilee Juice, right. So you can still eat what you want to eat. Yeah, my restaurant is actually in the West End, 1540 Ralph David Abernathy. It's my restaurant. What's my goal weight? I don't really have one. I don't really have a goal weight. I just was I'm just out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to see how far I can really push my body. I really don't have a goal. I don't have any goals in mind, but I'm just out here. I'm just out here. We'll see. We'll see what it comes down to, but I don't have a goal weight. So there you go. Yeah, healthy is the goal. Thank you. Yeah, you can still eat everything you love. You can still eat everything you love. You can still eat. Does drinking water really fill you up? Yes. And you can no longer, how you used to work out and stuff and you would gulp water down? You can still, you can't do that anymore. Is juicing safe after the procedure? Talk to your dietitian. Everybody's different. So talk to your dietitian. For me, I'm probably going to stay away just because it's high in sugar. And when it's high in sugar, it's a spike in your insulin. Spiking your insulin means you got to go take a dump. So yeah, everybody's different. Talk to your dietitian. I'm not a medical professional at all, so I can't tell you. What area of Chicago am I looking? All over. All over. All over. Without exercising, do you worry about nutrients being that everything is burning off? No. No, because these are your nutrients now. So you take these nutrients and you don't have to worry about it. No, I don't worry about any of that. Right now, I feel like this. I'm only like 6 weeks, 7 weeks out. You see what I'm saying? I got a whole lifetime with this sleeve, right? And so I feel like if I focus on every small thing, like what am I gonna do here? How am I gonna deal with this? How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do that? You just can't. I just want to, at this point, let me just be comfortable with getting to know, my limitations with food. You know what I'm saying? Like for 36 years of my life, I've been able to eat as much as I wanted to when I wanted to. Before I start talking about limitations and, what can I do and do I worry about this, I just want to just deal with the fact that I have it. And let me just deal with it. You see what I'm saying? Let me just become one. You know what I'm saying? Like not focus on, hitting every goal, not focus on this, that, and the third. I ain't trying to do all that. I know that you're talking about 47th and King Drive. I was trying to get the spot because Uncle Joe's is the jerk place. They're gone now, but East Lake Management, which runs that location, the new pizza place is on the first floor, where the old Chicago Dog used to be, and then it was Vinny's Steakhouse for a while. They bootleg, Doc. I've been trying to work with this man since November, so I just started looking elsewhere. So I would love to be in Bronzeville on 47th across from Hale Washington Cultural Center, but the guy who runs it is horrible. Okay, Bad and Berries was never downtown. Bad and Berries is in Lincoln Park. Bad and Berries is north, off the Brown line. It was never downtown. The guy who used to run or who used to work at because I thought he was the owner, but he's not. Ryland. He I don't think he's at Greens and Gravy, child. I don't think he's at Bad and Berries anymore. But because he opened a barbecue spot, I had my birthday party at last year on Cermak, over there by the new Marriott, and then now he has another spot somewhere on the south side. So I don't think he's there anymore. I'm Chicago all day, born and raised. I'm Chicago all day. Where's Captain Kurtz? Where's that? That sounds like it's a South Side thing. Is Captain Kurtz on the South Side? Where's that? I don't know what that is. Tell me where it's at. I'm Chicago all day, okay? I'm Chicago all day. All day. West Side, 60644, all day long, okay? I don't know where Captain Kurtz is. You got to tell me where it's at. Oh, 85th and College. That's too far south. Yeah, 85th and College is too far south. I'm not going that far south. I got people on the west side. I got people in the western suburbs. My people in Broadview, my people in Westchester are not coming to no 85th and Cottage. Just like my people in South Shore and my people in Washington Park, my people in University Park are not coming to Oak Park to come eat. You see what I'm saying? Like Southside is not going past, Ashland on the west side, and Westsiders are not going past, Hyde Park. You know what I mean? Like I think a good meeting place is like Bronzeville, Hyde Park. Those are great in the middle places. But I know my people. And if you live on the south side, name me the last time you went to Harlem to go eat. Well, if you live on the south side, name me the last time you went past Harlem for a meal. And if you live on the west side, name me the last time you went past Hyde Park to go eat. It don't happen. That ain't what you do. You know what I'm saying? You'll go downtown. If you on the south side, you'll go to South Loop. You see what I'm saying? If you go downtown, you'll go to Lincoln Park or something like that. That's like a middle ground because it's off Lakeshore Drive. But you're not finna go down there. I know you for your works. Yeah, you'll go downtown, River North, Gold Coast, shit like that. It's not that bad in Chicago that you won't drive, but the way Chicago is situated, you got the main parts of Chicago, you got north side, south side, west side. Those are like the main parts. There's an east side, but it's like southeast side. The problem is people who live on the south side, what are you driving to the west side for? Right? People on the south side don't really come to the west side unless they're going to a party, a function, their church is going to the west side, something like that. You know what I'm saying? People on the west side don't really go to the south side like that because there's no reason. Everything you need, you could get it by going downtown. A central meeting place for south side and west side is downtown-ish or downtown type areas. Hyde Park, South Loop, West Loop, River North, Lincoln Park, those types of deals. And as long as Southside can get somewhere easily off Lakeshore Drive, they'll do it. You see what I'm saying? As long as the West Side can get somewhere easily off Lakeshore Drive, they'll do it. Other than that, you screwed. You see what I'm saying? I know my people. Okay? I know my people. I know my people. And I got people all over the city. So I have to be very careful about where I do it. You see what I'm saying? I have to be very careful. Am I single? Yes. Am I looking? No. There's a difference. Yes, I'm single. No, I'm not looking. All right, y'all. Well, listen. I just wanted to get on here and show you my food real fast. It's very different here in Atlanta. I travel all over for good food and ambiance. It actually is not that much different in Chicago. I mean, in Atlanta. What part of Atlanta do you live in, sis? Look at me, still eating. What part of Atlanta you live in? What part of Atlanta? Hakeville. Sis, you're not driving to Lawrenceville to go eat. Tell me the last time you went to Lawrenceville for a meal. I know what Hakeville is. I live in Camp Creek. You see what I'm saying? You're not driving to Lawrenceville on a random for 8 o'clock reservation on a Wednesday. You're not doing it. As a matter of fact, it'll take you an hour and a half just to get to Lawrenceville from Hakeville on a random Wednesday at 6 p.m. You see what I'm saying? So it's not that much different. You live in East Point off Camp Creek. Okay, well, we all neighbors. I got Hakeville, we got East Point, and I'm in Camp Creek. What's up, Southside? We're all neighbors. We're happy. Okay? If the food is awesome, people will travel any distance. No, they won't. No, they won't. No, they won't. I know people who live in Grayson, and people who live in Gwinnett County. You're not traveling. If I said meet me, if you live in Gwinnett County and I said meet me in Fairburn for dinner, you're gonna be like, what? We got dinner reservations at 8 o'clock in Fairburn. Let's go. Oh, thank you, Mika. You're not doing it. It's not happening, son. As a matter of fact, I used to work out in Beaufort at the in Beaufort. It's too far. Too far. So I know my people. I love y'all and I know y'all. Okay. All right. Well, listen, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. My meal is done. Benadryl has kicked in, and thank you, thank y'all, thank you. That's why you have to offer things nobody else does, sir. I have a whole restaurant on the west side of Atlanta. Okay, I understand to offer things nobody else does. My restaurant was voted #1 in Atlanta by the Atlanta Journal-Constitution for having the best fried chicken in Atlanta. Go and Google it. Greens and gravy. All right. We're about to be in the Wall Street Journal. Okay. We are top 10 places for brunch by Eater, and we haven't even been open for a full year. Okay. So I think I know a little bit about offering something that nobody else is offering. You have other restaurants who come to my restaurant to figure out how we do some of the recipes that we do. So I kind of feel like I know what's happening. Okay. As a matter of fact, reservations for this weekend and this weekend, there are none. You know what I mean? Like there are no available. You cannot get a table at Greens and Gravy this weekend or next weekend. So I kind of feel like I know a little bit about like how to create a menu. This will be my 4th year doing Dining with Darius Cooks, a 7-course dinner party where I go all over the country. And I hold dinner parties, private dinner parties, secret locations. I mean, we're 80% sold out on that. You know what I mean? So I get it. I get it. You know what I mean? Like I understand. Like you got to do something nobody else is doing. I kind of feel like we do that. I feel like we do that. See, look at that. Sean Covergirl is coming to Charlotte. See what I mean? I kind of feel like we do it all right. All right. Listen. Thank you, John. Appreciate your support, sir. Would I be able to do a live based? Oh, that's a good question. A live chat on the basics of building credit. Yeah, one day. One day we could do it. My restaurant is not reservation only, but you can certainly come. I am coming to New Orleans. I'll be there. The restaurant is not reservation only. It's just we do have a reservation system. Because a lot of folks that follow me come from out of town. They come from all over. So people have been looking forward to coming and eating. And if it was just first come, first serve, and you couldn't get in or the wait was 3 or 4 hours, you would have a whole attitude. You see what I'm saying? You'll have a whole attitude. So what I like to do is offer you, the ability to make reservations using the reservation system. So you can go to Open Table, either on the website or the Open Table app, and you can get into the reservations. New York is sold out, sis. Yeah, New York, it's a bunch of cities that are already sold out. So New York is sold out, Chicago sold out, Atlanta sold out, DC sold out, Charlotte is almost sold out, Dallas is sold out, Houston is sold out, LA is sold out, the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay is sold out. I'm missing 1 or 2 more places that are already sold out. So these folks, the tickets are already gone. DC sold out months ago. Praise the Lord. I don't know who was in DC, but they sold out months ago. Okay. If you guys want to know where to go, just go to dariuscooks.tv/store. There's a link there for tickets. dariuscooks.tv /store. It's hard. Philly sold out. It's hard to enter the Philly market. Philly is sold out. Go to I do it every year. Oklahoma City, I'll be there. It's not sold out, but tickets are on sale for Oklahoma City. I want to dine with you. Can I eat what you prepare being sleeved? Yeah, why not? I can still cook. I just can't eat as much. I still know how to cook. I just can't eat what I used to eat. Oh, Memphis is available. I don't know the cities, y'all. Memphis is available. Cleveland is available. Indianapolis is getting low. I think Detroit is getting low. Cleveland, I'll be in Cleveland. Cleveland is open. Memphis, I said Memphis. Miami's still open. Jacksonville's still open. Jacksonville, Florida. I think that's probably it. It's probably 1 or 2 more. I don't remember them all. But if you go to dariuscooks.tv/store, you'll see it. Yeah, no Raleigh because I'm coming to Charlotte. So I'll be in North Carolina. You can get to me. Just drive a couple of hours. Thank you for the love, Miss Myra. I appreciate it. Thank you for that. Yeah, come to Jacksonville. Okay, come on to Jacksonville, and you come have a good time with us. Philly is sold out. Philly. No Richmond this year, but I'll be in DC. But DC is sold out. New York City is sold out. No Vegas this year. Come to Oklahoma City, or you could have came to LA, but LA is sold out. Thank you, Elizabeth. LA is sold out. You could have came there. So I'm there. I'm around. I'm not that far from what you guys. So you eat what you prepare I want to try to, what? I don't know what you mean by that question. Freeze. I don't understand that question. I'm trying to read it, but I don't get it. All right, y'all, listen, I gotta go. I'll talk to y'all later. Love y'all. Now, how do I end this? Like this. Goodbye.